Hey guys, I thought I'd make another kind of quick video to highlight some functionality that's there that's not necessarily being used for a specific task that we talked about earlier in the week. So what we're going to do is I've already started to kind of clean up the urgently contacts that were there. You remember, I don't know if you remember from earlier in the week, but we had like 20 or so urgently contacts. I've condensed it down to two. Just so you see it, here's the two, which obviously we still don't want. We want to have only one urgently contact. So I'm going to kind of highlight two things, a way to merge these two contacts and a way to use the mass update tool that you guys have. So specifically, if we're to look at this urgently contact and we're going to look at the case underneath him, we'll see some of these cases didn't get tied to an account. They did get tied to the contact, but not to the account. So again, we're going to go through two use cases. We're going to condense these two contacts, and then we're going to be sure that all the cases that are under urgently are tied to the correct account. So in order to condense these two contacts, we're going to use a merge feature in Salesforce. So the way we're going to do that is go to the action grid, take those two accounts, take them out to the action grid, and it's really easy. Inside of the action grid, I can look at it because the way I've laid it out is I want this contact to be the winner. So what you can do is select both of these contacts, go up to Actions, and hit Merge. This is going to provide you with a screen that lets you pick the attributes that you want from each record. So anything highlighted in blue is kind of the winning record. So say we wanted to take, for whatever reason, we wanted to take this phone number, we could select it right there. So it allows you to kind of pick on a one-off basis for each field, what you want to win. So it's easy enough of getting your field selected, hitting merge. And what it's going to do is show you the resulting contact record, the winner. The way we'll kind of see it is I'm going to go ahead and close this. Is we're just going to refresh. And now we'll see there's only one urgently contact. So kind of a quick way to merge records in case dupes arise. Hope that was helpful. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look to condense. We're going to make sure that all those cases that are tied to the urgently contact are now make sure that they're tied to the right account. Like you saw the one case earlier that wasn't tied to the urgently account. We want to get that tied to the urgently account. So the way we can kind of do that is, again, we could go to our cases. We have a bunch of cases here tied to urgently. What I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to go over to the kind of Action Grid app. Again, the Action Grid is embedded and it has its own app, which you can get to by selecting here. We're going to look at all the cases. Oh, whoops, we're in the Action Grid setup. I'm going to go to the Action Grid Explorer. We're going to select the case object. And first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to reset the view to be sure we don't have any filters or anything like that applied. This is just kind of a warning showing you it's bringing back a condensed set of records just for display purposes. So what we're first going to look at is the field chooser, and we want to be sure that we bring back the account that's on the case, as well as the contact that's on the case. So we'll look through all the fields and we'll select the contact. And you'll see that that got condensed. We're going to look right here. We're going to just apply a filter against all of our contacts. Actually, there's kind of a quicker way to do this. I'm going to back out again. I'm going to look at our, bear with me really quick. We're going to go back to the dispatch console. We're just going to kind of look for urgent. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Again, we're going to look for urgent. We're going to look at all the cases. We're going to take all these cases and take them to an action grid. You can look at all these cases. These are all the ones that are under the urgently contact. You'll see that we have a ton of cases here. We have 25 actually. I'm going to reset the view again, just to be sure that we bring back all of them. Look for our contact. So now we have all the cases that are tied to the urgently contact. If we were to go through and actually add the account to this now, you'll see not all these cases have the urgently account on them. Some of them do, but not all of them do. So what we can do now is select all of these and choose another action called mass update. What we're specifically going to update is the account ID for all these records to urgently. Hit save. So it's going through and performing the update. Takes a little bit because we have a lot of cases that we're doing that too. And now you can kind of see all those cases are tied to the urgently account. So just kind of a quick way to perform some mass updates. I kind of showed you some different ways to navigate, so hopefully that's helpful. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know if you have any questions.